Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Gele room for today. It's all about Gele class today, okay? And if you are new here, my name is Israel. Family and friends call me Easy Great Beauty, the best global educator you can ever find on this gram. All right? Okay, so today I'll be taking you class on Gele. Today I'll be taking, it's all about Gele class today. And the Gele style I'll be doing today, the name of the style is called Ayaba Gele. Ayaba Gele is one of the easiest Gele I've ever found, or I've ever tried, or that I know, okay? Because it's simple. Even with time, you can close your eyes and tie it. Trust me. Gele you can actually do under. Okay, even if you are not a pro, you should do it under 10 minutes. I wonder why people do. They spend 30, 40 minutes an hour on Gele. Sincerely, I don't understand. Ayaba Gele, I can tie it in 2 minutes. I'm not even tapping it because. So I said, even if you are not a pro, you should tie it under 10 minutes, sincerely. So, except for my explanation, so the video might be a bit long because of the explanations and all that. So it might end up, being 15 minutes or so. Yeah, because I want to explain to details, as we always do it now. You guys know. All right. So today I'll be doing Ayaba Gele, and the Ayaba also means in English it means the coin. So this Gele is only for coins. Okay, and if you like this video, if you like this class, ensure that you leave a comment to this box, you share, and you can also save it for for future purposes, so that you can actually be one of the people that will be seeing my videos anytime I post. All right, thank you and see you. So guys, this Gele I'll be using, you can decide to use 3 layers, you can use 4 layers, depends on what your clients actually give you. Okay, so but for this, I'm actually using 3 layers. I want it to be very as simple as possible, okay? So that you guys can actually know that Gele is simple, okay? So now, can you see? This is 3 layers by 80 inches. If you watch some of my videos, I've said a whole lot about measurement. So just go down to some of my old videos and you see where I did it. Like, I think it's almost an hour explanation on foundation to Gele, on just measurement alone. So it's very, and it's free. Just go down and check some of my videos. Alright, so this is 3 layers by 80 inches, and it's simple. This Ayaba style has 3 foundations, okay? So the first foundation is made up of 5 to 7 pleats. The second foundation is made up of 4 to 6 pleats, that is on 3 layers. The third foundation is also made up of 4 to 6 pleats, that is on 3 layers. So the foundation I'm talking about, all the foundations and all that, you have to check some of my old videos for you to. I've done a lot of videos on this, so for you to really understand, and I can't go back to that right now, for you to understand what I mean by foundation and all that. So my foundation to Gele for this Ayaba style has 3 foundations. Then I do the finishing, and that's all, my dear. Follow me. Okay guys, so this is my ashoke. So the first thing I'm going to do is I will divide it into 2 equal parts, okay, which is 50-50 in length. So I'm dividing it into 2 equal parts. So this is where I call the POD for people that has watched some of my old videos. So I've done detailed explanation on that. So this is my POD, the point of division, where it's been divided into 2. All right. So my POD is coming directly to a temple. This is called the temple. As a makeup artist, this is called the temple. So I've explained all these things. I don't know why, because I always want to give detailed explanation. So I'm still going back to it. So your POD comes directly at the temple. So in such a way that if I divide my Gele into 2, I will have equal length at the back. Exactly. So my POD is coming here. So I've divided into 2. It's been divided into 2, and this is my POD. So I'll pick about 5 inches to the left and 5 inches to the right. So where's my POD? My POD is in the middle here. So it's right here. So I'm going to pick 5 to 7 pleats as my first foundation. You can decide to pick this on your leg, or you can decide to pick it right on your client's or your model's head, like this, as I'm doing. So both actually work for me. I can decide to do whichever one I want to do. So I'm taking it straight down. In these 2. So I would like it, you see, when it comes to Gele, in as much as when you are doing your makeup or when you are drawing the brows, I can't go to the back and be doing my brows. I have to stay in front or by the side to do my brows. So the same way Gele also has directions, it has positioning. there are some things that if I'm doing by the right, if you go to the left to do it, you might not achieve it. So you always have to watch my positioning and when or the particular places where the client or your model is securing for you. So if the person is present at that point, which means the person should secure it at that point. Don't try and hold it yourself, and you can always ask your client politely to help you secure your Gele. And anytime you make Gele, the first layer, the first foundation, make sure it starts from the front straight down, not like it's slanting. If it's slant, before you are done with your Gele, you've gone to the back. So make sure it's covering the ears, both ears are close with it. So that's my F1. So after my F1, I'll go to the back and I'm crossing. So there is no rule here like, okay, the short hand is going on top or the long one is going under or whatever, because I have equal pleats. No, bring your head up. Because I have equal pleats. So anyone can go up and anyone can go down. So I'm crossing now. You can leave it. So, and also ensure that your client is not pressing for too long because get them tired. All right. So after the F1, can you see we are done with the F1? The next one is the second foundation, which means one of these hands, because they are equal, so anyone can go first. It's coming this way, and I'm making my pleats. After that, I'll make my other pleats, then I join them together. That's all. Then I do the finishing. Okay, so that's F1, and I can. You can see that this doesn't even take 20 seconds to just lay it down, then cross it. Okay, so that is the F1. Now we go to F2. So we go to F2, and like I said, anyone can come first or go down, or Honda rather. So let me secure this. So you see this first plate here, yeah? This first plate, it is this. This is what is coming out of this. So it's just like a channel, just like mathematics. So this first plate here, these are what we call plates. All these plates, all these layer lines, we call them plates. So if I ask that how many plates do I have here, that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means I have 6 here. Don't forget I said 5 to 7. So you can decide to make 5, you can decide to do 6, you can decide to do 7 as my F1. So I'm going to F2. Now, like I said, it's just like mathematics. The first layer is this. So if I make another plate this way here, by default, if you trace this, the second layer here, this second plate, this second plate will eventually be this second plate here. So I'm just trying, that's just by the way, I'm just trying to give detail. So this is coming on top right there. All right, you said you wanted to ask me a question.
Yes.
Okay, what's it?
So I wanted to ask the hardest one between makeup and Gele.
Which one do you yourself think is actually hard?
To me, I feel it's makeup.
Makeup. You say that and people catch you, they will come and beat you. Because a lot of people do say Gele is hard. But sincerely, even makeup, this thing is just like I'm just playing with all this. You will hardly see people that makeup artists that are tying Gele at the same time. Hardly will you see. But it's always a plus when you can do your makeup and you're still tying it. So this is my F2, which is coming straight here. So make sure that anytime you do it, make sure it overlaps the hair. Okay, so that's my F2, and I said my F2 is 4 to 6, which means you can do 4, you can do 5, you can do 6. So I'll secure and repeat till it gets to this middle part, to the temple part. Then my client is going to help me secure. Okay, then I'll pick the other one. Just make sure that the person's head is straight, because those are one of the little mistakes people make when they are tying Gele. If your client is turning her face to the left, before you know, the Gele will be removing from here. If she's turning her face to the right, unconsciously the Gele will be moving from that side. So, and you might not really know until when you are done, and that's going to call a while like that. So I'm moving to the other side to fix or to make this split. So I'm doing the same thing I did there, making 4 to 6 splits. Someone might ask me a question: must the split I am making here equal to the one I made at the first side? It does not matter. But sincerely, unconsciously, I just pick, and and eventually it may, most of the time it will always be the same thing, but it does not matter. If I'm doing 5 here, I can do 6 there, okay, because eventually we are still coming back to make all the pleats. So just do your thing, okay. So I'm done with this part. Then she's secured as well. So she's securing both now, and this is the meeting point. Now look at this first one. You notice that we have these two ends. We have here and the other tip. The second one too, we have this and the other tip here. So the closest one, now how do I join it? You know this, we call this layer lines, right? This is 1 layer, this is 2 layer, this is 3 layer. This is what separates the layers. I mean, they are put together that we are calling layer. So this is the first layer line, second layer line. So I said I am joining this together first. Now how do I join it together? I will move my hand to the closest line of this layer and pleat it down till it gets to the root where the person is pressing it. I will do the same thing to the other side, trace it down, then I'm going to tie it. Please press O. Then bring your head up. Don't you can sit up. Then I'm going to press it. So I'm tying this. Ensure that this is tight enough. You can leave it. You can leave it. Can you see? I don't want to see any hole or space under. So I'm going to retie because we still have leftover. I'm going to retie. If you still have leftover from here, you can still retie again, or you can just pin it down, okay? So, and I'm done with that. So we are left with the outer part of the edges, this point, okay? So what are we doing? We are also joining this together. But before then, I will make my 1 million pleats. I'll make my pleat. Just make sure that the person steals her neck. Make sure you always keep the head straight. So I'll make my pleat. Can you see? Till it gets here, then she secures for me, and I do the same thing at the other side. You can just put it. Then I'll go to the other side and do the same thing. She also secures this for me. Then I tie them together. Now, point. If I want the gele to be a bit high, I won't tie it till it gets down like I did at the first time. Because if I do this, if I tie it and make it get down, gele is pressing it, we are compressing it, so it won't look high, okay? But if I don't want it to, if I want it to be high, I'll just, can you see space here? But I said you should not leave space for the first one. But this one, if I want it to be high, I will just tie it a little, then retie this. But because it's short, the hand, these two ends might not, it might not really reach each other to tie. Then I'm going to pin that. I'm going to secure that with pin. Why am I doing this? Because I want the gele to come a bit high. Then you can leave it. Now, you must close this space. Just find your way around it to make sure that that space is covered. This is my 1 million pleat, which stops around here. This is also my 1 million pleats, which stops around here. Then the rest is what? This is what we call ruffles, the upper part. So in Ayaba Gele, we are also using 1 million pleats and we are also using ruffles. So this is the ruffle style, just like the name implies. Ruffle, you just ruffle it. I'm sure you see how beautiful this is. This is what we call Ayaba, interpreted as interpret as a coin. Sorry. If you are watching this video, I want to give you an assignment. Okay, so the assignment is now, if my knot is at the front here, I mean in the middle, okay, I want you to do one and make sure that your knot is by the side. And I'm not going to tell you how to start that. So you can pick my number from the description box, then send it to my WhatsApp. If I'm doing my middle tie, the knot it falls in the middle now, right? So I'm sure you watched the video from the beginning, so I started. Now the assignment is I want you to tie and make this knot to fall by the side, which means both knots are going to fall by the side, either here or here. Then you pick my number from the description box and send it to my WhatsApp. Alright, so this is Ayaba, as simple as that. This is very simple and as simple as it is. You can do this for a bride. And so I want to shift to the back. I've done a video on how to shift to the back, but I still want to show you guys. You get your index fingers. So instead of moving stressing your clients, I'll just get my index fingers. Instead of stressing like this and the person said it's going backward, I'll get my index finger. And I don't want to mess up with the makeup, right? You don't want to mess with the makeup, sorry. Then I'll get my index finger to the hairs, then trace it out. Then when it gets to the temple part, then I use my chest to block the head in such a way that as I'm pulling this, the head is not coming backward because I am using my chest to block it. So I'm just shifting at the front only. Then when I'm fine, get it down back with my thumbs. And that's simple as ABC. Okay.